Man, Sneakers app had people on it pretty much all day. We had the Dusted Clays drop. We saw a Sneakers Pass for the Awake airships. And during the Sneakers app Summer Preview Live, they had not one, not two, but 3 shock drops, guys. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? This is Lewis of the Way It Kicks channel. How we doing out there? Hopefully every one of you is having a great day. Before we get into anything else, smash the like button for me if you're new to the channel. Make sure you tap in and hit the subscriber button and click the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop these videos. So, Sneakers app today, a lot went down. Dusted Clay ones dropped in women's extended sizing, guys, and I actually got a W, but not from the Sneakers app. I got it from Slam Jam. Now, Slam Jam actually released them first come, first serve at 3 o'clock in the morning today, and I just didn't go to sleep. I was able to stay up to be able to catch a W because I didn't know how it was going to go down today on the Sneakers app. And basically, from what I saw, they only released 94,000 pairs. That is until about an hour or so later, they actually ended up restocking the bigger sizes, which ended up selling out once again. Now, I do believe the smaller sizes are still sitting there on the Nike app now, since they were originally on the Sneakers app, so they are available for people to go ahead and cop, guys, because that $200 price point is kind of crazy in consideration of what Jordan 1s usually cost, which is, you know, $20 less at $180. Now, these are supposed to be listed as a special project sneaker, so that's why there's the increase. Plus, there's supposed to be a couple extra little trinkets that come with the shoes as well, like a dust bag and I think a hang tag. Plus, the box itself is supposed to be special as well, so that's their justification for upping the price on there another $20. But I think since the sizes are sitting, we could actually see this go on sale in a couple weeks. So if you guys can be patient, you'll be able to cop them at a lower price point. Moving on from that, we also did have a Sneakers Pass today for the Awake airships, but it only went down in the New York area only, which is only fitting, right? Because the sneaker and Awake and all that is actually of the New York area and supposed to be representative of, I forgot what the boroughs are or whatever, but in any case, guys, there will be an opportunity for you to cop. The release date is this Saturday, March 9th, and I believe right now on awakenya.clothing.com, they do have the EQL raffle open for you guys to go ahead and put in, as well as there's a bunch of other places that are taking raffles. I believe I'm on Manier, Social Status, I believe Feature Sneaker Boutique and Sneaker Politics are also doing raffles for the Awake airships, and possibly you could see some first come first serve happen this coming Saturday as well. So if any of that does pop up, I'll try to put that information out there for you as quickly as possible if you are interested in trying to cop that shoe. Now, as I stated earlier, they did actually go over the summer releases, and I wanted to talk about them real quick here. First up was the Air Jordan 4 Oxidized Green. Retail on these is $215. Now, this is a cop for me, especially with the green and white. You guys know I'm a big Eagles fan, so this is definitely gonna go with some of my Eagles outfits. They said it's supposed to be a combination of color blocking from a Jordan 14 Oxidized Green and a Jordan 4. Plus, it's also the 35th anniversary of the Jordan 4 as well, so you could actually see us getting some surprise Jordan 4, seeing as how they mentioned the anniversary. Now, basically, we think we know of everything that's going down for the rest of this year, but usually Nike always has some surprises up their sleeve. If anything does get put out there, I'll definitely let you guys know. Now, moving on from that, the next shoe they talked about was the Air Jordan 6, the white black. They're calling them the Oreos. Now, these retail here at $200. Personally, they're okay, but they're gonna be a pass for me. I actually just recently got rid of my red Oreo 6s because I wasn't really wearing them that often. If you guys like them, it is what it is. I'm not trying to tell you not to go get them, but just letting you know that these are kind of boring in my opinion. Moving on from that, we also have the women's Jordan 1 High, the Lattes. Now, this sneaker here, I'm definitely feeling. Retail on these is $180. Unfortunately, they do not come in extended sizing. These are for the ladies. We'll be copping a pair from my girl, but I will be bringing you guys the review once they do release. I'm not sure of the actual release date for these shoes here. As we get closer to some of these sneakers coming out, we'll definitely talk about them again. They also, not only did they preview this shoe, but they also shock dropped this sneaker, and I'm talking about the Air Jordan 1 Artisanal Red. Retail on these is $180. It's not like the Chicago red, guys. It's more of like a crimson kind of red, but this was a pass for me. I'm not really feeling these. I didn't go after these during the shock drop. I know they shock dropped. I'm not sure what the amount of pairs were, but I passed on even trying to pick these up. Maybe I'll change my mind down the line once it gets closer to release date, but pretty much these were a pass. We also had a preview of the Air Jordan 12 white gym red. Now these are supposed to also be known as like the red taxis. Obviously you can see where that's coming from because basically they removed the gold and they put like the red in there. Now these are okay to me. I'm not sure if I'm really feeling these. Retail is $200. As we get closer to release day, I may make a decision at that point as to whether or not I go ahead and pick these up, but I'm really on the fence. Moving on, we have the Air Jordan 1 green glows. Now these also shock dropped after the live was over. I did go after this shoe. Unfortunately, I did take an L, but I will be picking these up once release day happens. These are, in my opinion, are pretty dope and I love the way that they turned out. So we also had another one here called the Air Jordan 1 Low Neutral Grays. These I believe retail at $140. Not necessarily feeling these, but if you guys are, I'm not mad at you whatsoever. Just gonna be a pass for me. After that, we had the women's Air Jordan 11 Low Legend Pink. Retail on these is $190. Me personally, I think that this shoe is kind of ugly and kind of boring and it'll probably end up on sale and be sitting around for a while. But again, you ladies, you love it, then it is what it is. I'm not gonna knock you for getting it. Moving on from that, we had the Air Jordan 13 Dune Reds. Now, a lot of people thought these were gonna be named something else. I call these the Commander 13s because they got the, you know, Washington Commander color blocking. Retail on these is $200. I'm not that much of a fan of this shoe, so more than likely it's gonna be a pass. We also had the Air Jordan 1 Low Shadow. Now, these also shock dropped and I was able to actually get the Got 'em for these. So once I do get them here at home, I will be bringing you that review as well. Retail on these is $140 and I believe the release date is sometime in May. We also have the women's Air Jordan 1 Chromes. Now, these here to me are pretty ugly and they retail for $200. I think these are gonna sit around and end up on the cheap, probably around that $135, maybe even lower price point. I don't necessarily like these and they look like tin foil is basically what they use to color block the shoe. We also have the Air Jordan 11 Space Jam Lows. Now this sneaker here, I am super excited to go ahead and try to cop, guys. Retail on these is $190. Definitely want to get these in hand and bring a review here to the channel, but I'm super interested in these. Moving on from that, they also showed the Air Jordan 13, I believe in the Lightning colorway, guys, with the briefcase. And man, that $300 price tag is still throwing me off personally. If it's not throwing you guys off and you go ahead and cop them, then you know what? More power to you. If any of you want to go ahead and send me the shoe to do a review, I'll definitely review them and send them right back to you. And finally, they did show the Air Jordan 4 military blues, but they're calling them the industrial blues. Why, I have no idea, because the color blocking on the size tag is still supposed to be military blue. But these here obviously retail $215 and they delayed the release a whole week. So they were supposed to come out April 27th. Now they delayed them to May 4th. Why, I have no idea, but this pretty much is the highlight, in my opinion, of the live, are these Jordan 4 military blues. Let me know based on what you've seen, what it is you're interested in trying to pick up. Put it down in the comment section below. Let's have that conversation, guys. I do have some reviews coming for you on the way, so make sure you stay tuned for that. In any case, this is Lewis of the Wear Your Kicks channel, reminding you to be true, stay in a moment, and don't forget, every day is a great day to wear your kicks.